Now, this one is gonna blow your mind. Like, if the writing isn't on the wall by now, you'll never see it. You'll never see the writing. There are, man, just watch. Just watch.
New video released of an underground secret Chinese biolab in California. According to a new report from the House Select Committee on China, investigators found dangerous pathogens, some with HIV, others with COVID, and some labeled Ebola while examining the lab. The committee releasing more details about the agent of potential bioterror, and Kevin Cork is here with the latest. Kevin.
Boy, Will, what a story I have for you tonight. Now, according to that House Committee report released again today, thousands of vials of biological substances, including some labeled HIV and others found in a freezer marked Ebola, were found inside a secret Chinese-owned biolab in the state of California, which, according to investigators, inexplicably, the CDC and the FBI initially refused to investigate. The illegal lab was operated in the city of Reedley, California. That's just southeast of Fresno. In its 42-page report, the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party, which launched its own investigation into the matter back in September, detailed some shocking findings, including, as you pointed out, the discovery of several potentially infectious agents at the lab, including SARS, chlamydia, HIV, E. coli, hepatitis B and C, dengue, rubella, and malaria. In July, under a court order, this is really interesting, under a court order, local officials contracted a hazardous waste removal and the destruction of about 140 tons of lab equipment and 440 gallons of medical and biological waste found at that site. And perhaps most shocking of all, the CDC, according to lawmakers, refused to even test samples of those unlabeled vials at all, even after the city promised to pay for it all. Lastly, a Chinese national who entered this country from Canada using a false name and ID has, been arrested in connection with this lab. It is an unbelievable story and one that I think is certainly deserving of further investigation.
Now, back when COVID first started, when the scamdemic first started, I had tried to warn folks. I was like, hey, yo, the Chinese is doing the most. They unleashed this pathogen upon us. They've been doing the most and Dr. Fauci is working with them. And meanwhile, he over here in America talking about all y'all need to put on masks. Matter of fact, put on 2 masks. And if you can, put 3 on. Man, I saw this motherfucker put on 6 damn masks and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You mean to tell me you've been working with these assholes and they were the ones who released this pathogen out in Wuhan, talking about it was in the market, in the wet market, and it was from a pangolin, a bat. It don't make any sense because the wet market only deals with fish. What the fuck is a bat doing in the wet market? They don't sell bats in the wet market. You can get bats in another market, but not in the wet market, because that's where all the sea creatures are processed at. Line they ass off from jump. And you got Biden all in the office and whatnot. He letting these motherfuckers fly a spy balloon over all of our military installations. Just let it track across America when you literally could have shot it down before it even hit Alaska. You let it come in, hit Alaska, come down the United States, and then slow drag its way across the United States, and then you shot it down. And you could have shot it down in the ocean before it even hit Alaska. Don't sit here and tell me that our defense system ain't good enough to detect this motherfucking balloon coming across into our airspace over the water first. You bugging the fuck out. You all are working with these Chinese people, not the Chinese people, but the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. You're working with them. You're letting them come over here and do the most. And you about to let them go ahead and tore our nuclear facilities. Joe Biden just said that some top official in his office just said that they're about to give a tour of our nuclear facilities to the Chinese Communist Party. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, so there it is. According to townhall.com, senior Biden official invites the CCP to tour U.S. nuclear testing sites. Bitch, bye. Word. First, you let this damn spy balloon from China trek across our fucking United States, going across all of our nuclear sites here in the U.S. when you know you could have shot it down in the water before it even hit Alaska. But the balloon comes across the water, hits Alaska, drops down, and then starts making its way sideways across our country. And then you shot it down after it took all the pictures and whatever else it needed to take once it scanned us and whatnot. Like, are you kidding me? Now you're letting them tour our nuclear testing sites? You've got to be kidding me. At this point, you can't see nothing else except this is deliberate. You know, you let them go ahead and release that doggone virus on everybody, this pathogen and whatnot. They busy talking about, oh yeah, in Wuhan, it came out of the wet market. A bat, a pangolin, what you call a bat. The only thing in the wet market is sea creatures. That's why they call it a wet market in the first place. Okay? Fish. They process fish over there. You buy your fish. You can leave the head on, or you can have them chop the head off. You can get it gutted. You can get it as whole. You can get your fish any kind of way you want. Your squid, your octopus, or whatever the hell else comes out of the damn sea that they got there. And you can eat it. A bat don't come out of the sea. So how could a bat be in the wet market? You don't make any sense. But that's what they told everybody. Everybody believed it. Come to find out, it came out of the lab. Really? So y'all over there fucking around with deadly pathogens and whatnot. I remember when it all went down, they had arrested some guy. Actually, I think they arrested a couple of people, but they had caught them on the plane, either coming off the plane or about to get on the plane. And they caught them with vials, like stuffed in their socks, of a pathogen that was tested to be COVID. And the guy that they arrested, one of them was a student of a professor at a college that was in Wuhan, but it was like a United States college. I can't remember the name of the college, but nevertheless, they all got arrested. Now there's a Chinese biolab in California. I remember way back, maybe a few months back, it was like 8 months, maybe a year, when they found a secret Chinese police in New York. What the fuck are you doing? Clearly this is deliberate at this point. This shit is deliberate. You're working with the CCP, the Communist Chinese Party, not the Chinese people, not the Chinese government, but this Communist Party that they're doing the most. And now, you know, Joe Biden and his fucking clan have aligned themselves with them and now allowing them to do all of this shit in our damn country. Look, if you think the war is not going to come here, you're sadly mistaken. You got all these military age men coming over from everywhere, including China. And they're busing them all over to every state, every city in America. Sleeper cell much? They're giving them money, putting money on a card, giving them a place to live, stay in this we'll wash your clothes, we'll feed you. Y'all getting 3 hots in the cot and freedom to roam around this country unimpeded. Make no sense. Look, I'm just saying. It was madness and craziness. Anyway, I'm the fuck out.